The woman merely snapped her fingers, and in an instant, all the gold, silver, and jewels in the Imperial Palace treasury vanished. She had taken them all into her supernatural space. She frantically stockpiled supplies, doing everything she could to ensure she and her family would survive the journey into exile. It turned out she had originally been a top scientist in the 21st century, who had invented a space ring capable of teleportation. However, her scumbag fiancé and fake best friend had colluded in secret, even plotting to burn her alive just to steal her invention patent. It was only at that moment that she saw the true faces of these two people. As she lay dying, she stared at the pair of scumbags, burning with overwhelming hatred. Perhaps it was this sense of unwillingness that triggered the space transfer. Before she knew it, all three of them were sucked into the space. When she opened her eyes again, she had unexpectedly transmigrated into the body of the naive, sheltered fifth young lady of an ancient general's mansion. Before she could sort out the memories of her new identity, she learned that her father had been wrongfully accused of treason and already sentenced to death. Immediately after, an imperial edict arrived from the emperor. The entire family was to be exiled, and they must set off on the long journey on an auspicious day. Her older brothers, who could barely fend for themselves, still stuffed all their savings into her hands. For someone who had been an orphan in the modern world, this gesture instantly overwhelmed her with emotion. She immediately made up her mind to accompany her family into exile. She knew better than anyone how difficult the road ahead would be, so she activated the space ring directly and slipped into the Imperial Palace treasury. Before her eyes lay a vast sea of golden treasures, a dazzling array of riches. She snapped her fingers gently, taking everything away. Nothing was left. She took all the chicken, duck, fish, meat, and rare delicacies to bring to her family. Since the emperor bullied the Xiao family, she thought, I'll empty his entire treasury for him. Little did she know that the masterminds behind all these misfortunes were none other than her fiancé and scheming best friend, who had also transmigrated to this world. Her best friend had become the female emperor, and her fiancé had become the most powerful minister in the court. The two of them colluded in evil, searching everywhere for her, determined to snatch back the space converter so they could return to the modern world. Just as they were plotting and scheming, a eunuch hurried in to report that the entire treasury was empty. The female emperor flew into a rage on the spot, certain that it must have been her. She gave the order, the woman must be killed on her journey into exile.